Folks, we'll do our best, but this is not the official rundown. In case of any discrepancies, we go with the score sheet. So here we go. The lineup: David Greeno starts on the inside of row number 1. David Greeno in car number 9. And alongside in 02, that's Charlie Osborne. Second row, 70 is Joe Hill, and car number 5, Bob Grubal. Car number 20 is Mike Brown, and car 22, Donald Parsons, moving up this year into the limited sportsman division. So a good field of cars on hand for all divisions. We're ready to rumble for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Limited Sportsman First Heat Race. I want to thank you for coming out, and we hope to have an exciting evening here. Brand new asphalt pavement on the Speedway. Have a new track record holder in the limited sportsman division, almost in the street stock division. Now we're underway. David Greeno holding the advantage. He's from Circleville, Ohio. Spot is Donald Parsons.
On the first night, of course, opening night's always that kind of a little mess back there, but the track looking beautiful. The pavement, as I talk to the drivers, everybody says it's fast, it's very smooth. In fact, the smoothest most of them say they've seen anywhere on any race course. So they're looking forward to the type of year where you're going to see a lot of track records. And they said it's going to take probably 1 or 2 weeks to get that rubber in that second groove where they like it, but once that happens, we should be wide open racing. Jeff, we're going light next time around. We'll be starting underway.
And now the lineup for the first heat race in the, second heat race in the Limited Sportsman Division. On the pole in car 45, John Strobel. Alongside, that's 08, Randy Sward. Your track champion last year starts inside of row number 2, Jimmy Kidd. Alongside Mike Holland in 86, Then comes 36, Bobby Allensworth. Car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. And your new track record holder in the Limited Sportsman Division, Jerry Jones in 13. 8 laps in front of the second heat race Limited Sportsman competitors. Strobel with a bit of a wobble bobble down in 1 and 2. He holds off Randy Sword to maintain the lead. Strobel out front. Jimmy Kidd trying to sneak underneath Randy Sword. Sword having nothing of it. Bobby Allensworth runs. So it's John Strobel out front. Car number 08, Randy Sword second. Jimmy Kidd is third. Bobby Allensworth fourth. Now up to 5th spot, Jerry Jones, your track record holder. He's on the move underneath that. Everybody trying to feel their way around the brand new pavement here at the Speedway. Jones on the move, he's up to 4th spot as Jimmy Kidd tries to find a way around. John Strobel with a bit of an advantage out front. Strobel claimed 5 heat race victories in 1995 here at the Speedway. He's looking for his first one early this year. Some great 2-lane racing on a brand new paved oval. The white flag awaits John Strobel this time by start finish. Oh, and Randy Sword with a slide down in turn 1. He recovers, but loses 2 spots, now 3 spots. Jimmy Kidd will come around in 2nd spot, but your winner, it'll be second. 3rd goes to Jerry Jones. 4th is Don Gregory Jr. And in 5th spot, Randy Sword. Let's hear it for all of the Limited Sportsman competitors. Your winner, John Strobel, in car number 45. The car sponsored by DuPont Automotive Finishes, Sutphen Towers, and Strobel Incorporated. The Tubular Techniques Doorbuster tonight at Columbus Motor Speedway.
As they come down this time around, the defending track champion, car number 61, up on the pole, that's Mike Ward. On the outside of him from Columbus, Ohio, in the 99 car, Jim Cruz. Back in row 2 on the inside, car number 2, Bobby Bogan. And your fast qualifier of the evening, car number 92, Donnie Renner. These are the kings of speed ready to be unleashed for 4 fast and furious laps on the 1/3 mile oval here. Let's watch them now as they head down the back straight. It's up to Mike Ward to set the pace. Nice and slow into turn number 3, side by side they come. Out of 3 into turn number 4, the flagman looks him over. Mike Ward jumping down on the throttle out of turn number 4, and Cruz unable to stay there. They need to be side by side as they come out of turn number 4. And if they are not, you see what happens. There is no start on that one, so we'll try it again here. The white flag will be given. Means next time around, be ready to go. And the starter saying, we need you even as you come out of that corner, down across the start-finish line here. So once again, the cars line up. Let's see this time if Ward tries to take off again, or Cruz kind of puts his foot down a little bit, nice and slow. Ward keeping it down. Now they get into 3, pick up speed. Now to turn number 4 they come, looking good as they come out the green flag. Mike Ward jumps out into a quick lead. Now on the inside, Boca tries to move up into the 2nd spot. Cruz drops back into 3rd, Renner running 4th. Ward dives down into turn number 3, brings him around for lap number 1. It's still Ward. Boca Bocook, and now Cruz drifting back on the outside, unable to hold off the challenge of Renner. 1, 2, 3, 4, freight train style down into turn number 3. Ward leads him around, but Bocook closes right in on his rear bumper. 2 laps down, 2 laps remaining. The cars head down through the south end and on the back straightaway. Mike Ward now feeling the challenge. The two of Bobby Bocook right on his bumper. Ward slides way up high. Bocook comes down underneath him. Bocook your new leader. Bocook takes it away as Ward got a little bit high. Renner right up in there as well. Down the back straightaway. Looks like Bocook going to have the win. Who's going to get the second spot? Mike Ward battling back on the outside. Renner on the inside. Here they come, the final lap. Ward coming across, then Renner and Cruz. Some good door handle to door handle racing, the way it always is here in the NASCAR Winston Racing Series. And as he comes around, last year's 1994 Rookie of the Year, taking his first checkered flag. Come on, make some noise for him. Car number 2, it's Bobby Bocook. Obviously, Jim got a little bit of work to do back there on the 61 car. It got loose as they progressed, and I'm sure they're going to try to sort that out before the feature gets underway this evening.
Keep in mind, coming up next Saturday night, or actually next Saturday night, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series will be in competition here at the Speedway. We will be racing the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late models, limited sportsmen, and the street stockers next Saturday night. So you want to keep that in mind. Also, the next weekend will be a big event as well for the American Speed Association. They bought that Wilbur Roby. He bought that car from Gary St. Amant. Outside in car number 9 is Rich Duker. Duker in 9, the second row, car 25. That's Gary Carter, a brand new race car for Carter. And another brand new car outside car 0 is Donnie Zero Hill. The third row, Burgess White in 59, then comes 26, Bill Cantley, 33, Dean Fusco, and 29, Kevin Miller. 10 laps for the first late model heat race. Wilbur Roby, the leader down the backstretch. That's Bobby Duker in car number 49 with that'll be Sport S. All right. Now second. Drifting back on the outside is Bobby Duker. Now Burgess White goes to the outside of Gary Carter. Wilbur Roby out front. Your leader. He's off the fourth turn with a vengeance. Wilbur Roby. Burgess White feeling his oats. He's going after Gary Carter. That's Bill Cantley running fourth. Fifth now is Bobby Duker. 3 laps are down. They'll complete lap number 1. Now Carter clears himself of Burgess White. White left to contend with Bill Cantley. Yellow flag. As is traditional here at the Speedway, we have a breakout rule. And Wilbur Roby has fallen prey to it on his first time in that brand new late model. Let me explain a little bit. These drivers are encouraged to do their level. Wilbur qualified at a certain speed. He's allowed to go 0.15 of a second faster than that speed in the have to restart the event on the tail, so Wilbur Roby has broken out. Now we'll go back to racing. 5 laps down. Gary Carter, your leader. Bill Cantley on the move. You see Wilbur Roby, he got into the wall there on the back. You see the damage on the side of Wilbur Roby's car. He's still running. Gary Carter, the leader. Now Roby pulls off on the backstretch. It's Burgess White, your runner-up at this juncture. Third is Bill Cantley. Fourth, Bobby Duker, and fifth, Zero Hill. White flag this time for Gary Carter. Gary Carter had 2 feature wins in 1995 at the Speedway. I'm sorry, 1994. He's got 1 in 1994. With Burgess White second. Third goes to Bill Cantley. Fourth is Bobby Duker. And fifth, Kevin Miller. So let's hear it, a brand new race car. Let's make some noise for Gary Carter. Architect Glass, the sponsor on that car. Also Humphreys Engine Services. C&P Decorating. Okay, heat race number 2 for the late models. On the pole in car 47, it's Larry Harris alongside Tim, the Iceman Ice. Second row in car number 7, that's Danny Eves, and alongside in 6, the Ford-powered Ford Thunderbird of Jerry Mitchell. Gary Brenner's next in 28, and then comes 81, Don Wetnall. Next, it's car number 1, Terry Humphrey. Car 94, the Big Bird, Robbie Dean, and the Ford Probe of Randy Maynard Jr. rounds out the field. Mitchell drifts backwards. That car doesn't look very stable underneath him at car number 6. Your leader is the Iceman, Tim Ice. And second spot is Larry Harris trying to fend off Danny Eves in car number 7. Don Wetnall runs third to make that 4th. But now Wetnall, tired of waiting on the battle for the runner-up spot, goes to the outside and passes Danny Eves. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Tim Ice breaking out. Everybody trying to get adjusted and acclimated to the brand new pavement, so we're probably going to have a little more of breakouts tonight than normal as everyone trying to get adjusted, get their cars dialed in. And obviously Ice and crew have got that car much faster than it was during qualifications. So Larry Harris will assume the point when we get back underway. 4 laps in the record books. The Street Stock Trophy Dash is next. Larry Harris leads them around. shop number 47. Will get underneath. Dan Eaves takes over. Robbie Dean and Randy Maynard Jr. make contact down in turn 4. Dean gets the worst of that shunt. The white flag this time for Danny Eaves. Larry Harris still holding down that runner-up spot. Wetnall runs third. Your winner, Danny Eaves. Gary Brenner with a spin off the 4th turn. Second goes to Larry Harris. Don Wetnall runs third. Unofficially, Terry Humphrey was 4th. So again, Danny Eaves, the winner in car number 7. Eaves finished 3rd in the point standings last year. He had 1 heat win last year, so he's already equaled his heat race victory total. Danny Eaves, the winner.
We get ready to go and get underway here, street stock style. Jamie Hunt, car number 93 up front.
Bo Davis in car number 18.
Steve Tuttle back there in 17. And Phil Gussler brings up the tail, the fast qualifier in car number 4.
Gussler nearly broke the track record in qualifying. He came within a couple of hundredths of a second, so a good run for Gussler in qualifying.
They head down the back straightaway now as the starting to look him over. Jamie Hunt looking on the inside. Bo Davis on the outside of him, side by side. They'll come down, get the white flag. Next time around, we'll get ready for the start. And the back row once again, Steve Tuttle. And Phil Gussler, your fast qualifier. Of course, in short track racing, we invert the field to put on a better show for you in the stands. The field, you invert it with the fast car going to the tail, and that way hopefully you'll see a little bit of racing action as the fast guy is trying to pass and get around the slower cars in front of him. 4 flaps once again. This is the helmet dash. The 4 fastest in the street stock division. Here they come out of the corner now. Jamie Hunt brings them around, car number 93. And the starter lays the green flag out. And the yellow coming right back out as no start. Once again, we need them side by side. So let's see if this time we can get them realigned. They'll receive the white flag. The reason we do that way they know next time down it'll be an automatic start. There's no doubt in the driver's mind. They can put their foot to the floor. They're going to go full bore out of that corner, going for the start. Unfortunately, we need them to go full bore side by side. Would be helpful. So Jamie Hunt and Bo Davis once again try to form up that first row. Street stock racing action here. If you're interested in becoming a race car driver, this is the type of division you want to get into. A division where you can kind of learn your way around. Green flag flies. We're out and underway. And once again, well, we're having a little problem keeping up. The starter says, well, we're going to go for it. Jamie Hunt out with the early lead. Steve Tuttle very quickly moves up into that number 2 spot on the inside. Down the back, straight away they go. It's Hunt on the inside. Tuttle, and now the 18 car Davis moves back up in. One lap down as Hunt still leads him around. It's Hunt, Tuttle, now Davis trying to tuck down in behind him. He'll do so. Bill Geisler in car number 4 at the tail, trying to figure a way around the 18 car. Halfway home, 2 down, 2 to go. Jamie Hunt still leads him across. Steve Tuttle drifts out a little bit, looking to that outer groove, and that lets Bo Davis come back in car number 18 down the back straightaway. This time down, it'll be the white flag signifying one more lap to go. Out of turn number 4 they fly. White flag comes out. Jamie Hunt leads him by once again. Tuttle still in that number 2 spot. Bo Davis tries him on the low side. Tuttle slams the door shut, nowhere to go. Freight train style, bumper to bumper down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time. They come out of 4, looking at the checker flag. The win gonna go to Jamie Hunt. Steve Tuttle gets the number 2 spot. Bo Davis will pick up the number 3. And as we said earlier, these guys, Jeff talked about, this may not be where money is, but the pride and the competition is out there no matter what race it is. And these guys, believe me, love to hear your applause. That's one of the reasons they're out there. It makes them feel good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes out of turn number 4 and heads down the front straightaway to pick up the checkered flag, how about a round of applause for your heat race winner, Jamie Hunt, car number 93.
Hunt's car sponsored by Ross Wells Racing Engines. Let's see, Jamie had one Trophy Dash victory in 1994, so he too has already equaled a name on that driver or not. We'll check on the driver for 38. Brian Toller, Brian Toller in 38, and we've got 71. That's Scott Hoffman. Then comes 34, Gary Lamer. 19 is Rick Nye. And car number 0, Bob Miller. 91, that's Sean Gray. 79, Don Holland. 11, Rick Rodewald. 24, Bob Miller. And 22 is Herman Day. 1 lap down. Your new leader, Sean Gray in car 91. Back second in 02 is Joe Gregory. Third now in car number 34, Gary Lamer, and 4th is Bob Miller. Sean Gray, the leader. Sean had no heat wins last year. It was his rookie year last season. Looking for his first heat race victory of 1995 and this millennia. Now tough break 02. De Gregory off the pace. He's out in car number 02 on the backstretch. Oh, we got Bob Miller spinning in turn 4. He's out of harm's way. 34. That's Gary Lamer runs second. Bob Gray will be, Bob Miller now just about a full lap behind. Car number 91, Sean Gray, your leader. 5 laps are complete. Now Herman Dagg spins in the second turn. White flag this time for Sean Gray. Your winners, Sean Gray. Second will go to Don Holland. Third is Bob Miller. Fourth is Gary Lamer, and 5th, Rick Nye. What a wild event.
Jeff, obviously that's one where everybody's going every which way but straight, so you try to get them squared around, but it doesn't happen. Here comes your winner, car number 91, Sean Gray. And Sean trying to come up with a brand nice new car, didn't quite get the paint done, and pulled in and used a little tape there on the side to get the number on the car this year, but I'm sure he'll always had a good looking car last year, but we've got cars scattered in the infield, and you can see, well, sometimes you get the belts down tight, sometimes you don't, sometimes there's things that happen. It's the beginning of the year, and we understand these kind of things. These guys trying hard.
88, Bruce Holmes, and 27, Dave Dysinger. Then we've got Mike Schweier in car 43, and 70 is Heavy Hill. 8 laps for the street stops. Ron Mangus. The race for second, a heated one between Dale Brown and Bobby Stacy. Jim Hersey lays in waiting in the 4th spot. Now Dale Brown takes sole possession of that runner-up spot. Stacy almost takes a visit to Mr. Concrete off turn number 2. Division. That car is black flag, so that's what has happened to Ron Mangus. He has broken out much faster than his qualifying time, so Mangus is out. Now your new leader is Dale Brown. Dave Dysinger looks to the outside of Brown through turns 1 and 2. 5 laps are complete. Jim Hersey holds down the 3rd position. Now Mike Schweier joins the fray in car number 43. Your winner will be car number 1, your winner, Dale Brown.
Jeff, phenomenal racing action out there as they were door handle to door handle, side by side, coming down for that finish. It was absolutely anybody's races right from the 1st spot back to about the 6th. And the official scores giving us the finish all the way back.
So Bob Dale Brown was the winner, car number 1. Second went to Dave Dysinger in car 27. Your 4th place finisher was 43, and we've got them, I'm sorry, let's see. Yeah, 43 was in 3rd spot, and these official positions are going up on the scoreboard now. Let's see, Jim Hersey was in the 4th position, and finishing 5th was Bruce Holmes.
Well, as you can see, it's about 8:30 p.m. here at Columbus Motor Speedway. We are still in intermission as the cars prepare for the feature action here for the 1995 season doorbuster. Penstroke Productions is proud of its ongoing relationship with Columbus Motor Speedway, the best in NASCAR racing action. Pennstroke Productions also videotapes at Killcare Speedway and Killcare Dragway for the Midwest's finest video racing series, Pennstroke Productions. We should be racing with the Sportsman Super Late Models and Street Stocks feature events in just a couple of moments. So sit back and relax for this Pennstroke Productions season doorbuster from Columbus Motor Speedway.
Feature events. 30 laps await these gentlemen. On the front row in car number 5, your 1993 Limited Sportsman Track Champion, it's Kenny Sword in car number 5. Alongside in 20, the driver is Mike Brown. Brown in 20. The second row in 22, the 1994 Street Stock Track Champion moves up a division this year. It's Donald Parsons. And alongside in 45 from London, Ohio, John Strobel. Former track champion, the 1988 track champion, starts inside of row number 3. That is Randy Sword. And your defending Limited Sportsman Track champion, Jimmy Kidd, starts on the outside of row number 3. Next, it's Mike Holland, the most improved driver in the Limited Sportsman division last year in 86. And 36, Bobby Allensworth. The next row in car number 2, that's Don Gregory Jr. And alongside your fast qualifier and new track record holder, Jerry Jones. Then comes Joe Hill in 70, 02, Charlie Osborne. Car number 9, David Greeno. And 27, Jim McCulley. "30 laps for the Limited Sportsman feature event. Your first feature of the 1995 racing season. Kenny Sword and Mike Brown lead them around. Sword with the advantage, but Brown hangs on. Strobel and Donald Parsons go at it for the runner-ups, or make that the third spot. Brown moves around the Glowing Embers, number 5 of Kenny Sword. Next it'll be Strobel trying to get around Sword in that car number 5. And into the back of Strobel is Jimmy Kidd, but they get no harm, no foul down in turn number 4. Brown is checking out. Marking down for 3 laps. Mike Brown in a hurry. Kenny Sword is second. John Strobel third. Some great two-lane racing back in the pack. Strobel still trying to fly his trade outside of Kenny Sword. Mike Brown had one feature win in 1994 here at the Speedway. He's looking to equal that total early this year. The Winston scoreboard says 7 laps. 20 year later, that's Mike Brown. Now Strobel looks like he might have the advantage over Sword. A gaggle of cars behind Sword. and Strobel. And John Strobel now runs second. Sole position in that runner-up spot. Jimmy Kidd wastes little time. Move around fourth as well. Jimmy Kidd runs third. Ahead for second place, John Strobel with David Greeno in car number 5. And looks like trouble, 08. Randy Sword was smoked down the front stretch. We saw sparks coming out of that thing. 08 looks to be in trouble. I believe the engine has left the building.
If nothing else, it definitely left the race car. As we take a look as he goes by, it doesn't seem like anything's dropping out the bottom, but a little bit of flame coming out the bottom side of the race car, so we'll have to take a look at that quickly as they go into the pit area.
We'll dispatch, rock and load, rock and roll. We got Mike Brown out front. In second, that's John Strobel. Third, Jimmy Kidd. A lap car of David Greeno is the fourth car in the series. He's a lap down. Then comes Kenny Sword and Don Gregory Jr. 14 laps complete, 16 remain. John Strobel right on Mike Brown's back bumper. Running fourth, that's Kenny Sword. Fifth is Don Gregory Jr. Struggling a little bit back there in about 10 spots. And here he goes, your new track record owner. There goes Kidd trying that high groove, but he slips. Can Kenny Sword slip inside of him? Jimmy Kidd tested that outside groove down there in turn 3, but went for a little slide. Here comes Gregory. He's trying to put the pressure on Kenny Sword for that fourth position. Don Gregory Jr. Strobel and Kidd going at it for the runner-up spot. Kidd gets the better of that now. He'll now lower his sights on your leader, Mike Brown. Don Gregory Jr. continues to move forward. Now he'll pressure John Strobel for the first position. Also battling back there for that Kenny Sword and Joe Hill. And Gregory continues to move. Lap traffic ahead. David Greeno. "25 laps are down. 4 laps to go this time. Here comes Gregory. And a caution flies as Joe Hill spins in turn number 4. All right, we'll see if Brown can hold on. Don Gregory Jr. quickly to the outside of Jimmy Kidd. Again, Gregory started 9th. He is now your runner-up. He'll go after Mike Brown and through turn 4. Gregory in that purple and white familiar colors. Don Gregory Jr. Brown hadn't given up yet. White flag this time. Your leader now, Don Gregory Jr. down the backstretch. And your winner, he had 4 wins last year. He's got 1 this year, Don Gregory Jr. Second is Mike Brown. Third, Jimmy Kidd. 4th goes to John Strobel. 5th, Kenny Swart. Mike Holland is 6th. And 7th, unofficially, Joe Hill. So who was it that said, on pavement racing, there's no passing? Don Gregory Jr. started back in the 9th spot, comes home with a feature win. Let's hear it. Make some noise from 9th starting spot, Don Gregory Jr. Car sponsored by XL Staffing, Dick Beard Construction, Fox Bonding, Ohio Trailer Supply, and St. Amant Motorsports. Everybody on your feet, let's hear it. Your winner, Don Gregory Jr. A great race, some great 2-lane racing out here on the brand new pavement here at Columbus Motor Speedway. From that car number 2 at this point, undoing the belts, a 5-point harness, taking that full face helmet off. He's out of that car now. He's taking the earplugs out. He can hear you. Let's hear Don Gregory Jr., your winner. Let's throw it down to Doug Neubauer for a quick interview with Don Gregory Jr.
And Don Gregory Jr., congratulations on the first of the 95 wins. How's it feel to get that first one out of the way?
Oh, it feels real good. We worked real hard on this car over the winter, and
I think we got the bugs worked out of it. Did you think that as the yellow flies came back out and Brown was slowed down, that you'd be able to catch him? Yeah, after we got that last caution, I could let my tires cool down. I figured I had a real good shot then. Is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight? I want to thank all my sponsors, Dick Beard Construction, Fox Bonding, Excel Staffing, Fun Trail Vans, a High Trailer Supply, Sunbury 1 Hour Photo. I want to thank my mom and dad. My dad, he's behind me 100%, and it all goes to him. And congratulations, let's do it once again for Gregory Jr., a second-generation driver here at Columbus Motor Speedway.
A great show to the Big Bird, Robbie Dean, 5-time track champion. And outside of him in that Ford Probe bodied car, 39, Randy Maynard Jr. In row number 3, it's car 61, Mike Ward, your defending track champion, and 99, Jim Cruz. The 4th row is Bobby Bocook in car number 2, and beside him in 92, Donnie Renner. Renner, your fast qualifier here this evening. Renner can collect a $100 bonus in the Riverside Auto Parts Quick Time Challenge here tonight if he wins. Next we've got Gary Brenner in 28. Car number 6 is Jerry Mitchell. 7, Danny Eve. 65, Tim Ice. 47, Larry Harris. 26, Bill Cantley. 59 is Burgess White. 0 is Donnie Zero Hill. 25, Gary Carter. 49, Bobby Duker. 86, Skip Thornton. 91, Scott Drake. And 29, Kevin Miller. Who do you like, Bob Neubauer?
I got to think that Mike Ward is going to be tough out here.
All right, 35 laps. Man, you can really see that asphalt, this new speed. Terry Humphrey, your leader. Don Wetno is second. And how long has it been since we've seen the Big Bird, Robbie Dean, so strong? Three laps are down. Your leader is Terry Humphrey, second, Don Wetno. But here comes Robbie Dean. Dean again up to challenge Don Wetno. And Robbie Dean sets out after your leader, Terry Humphrey. And we got trouble. Jerry Mitchell in that Ford. That engine has left the engine compartment. You see the black streak down the front stretch. And trouble on board the Ford-powered Ford Thunderbird. And in 10th place, that's Gary Brenner. Six laps complete. Robbie Dean all over Terry Humphrey's rear deck lid. Now Donnie Renner and Mike Ward go at it. Renner moves up the 4th spot. Now Humphrey puts about a car length between him and the Big Bird. Humphrey continues to expand that lead. And Gary Brenner with a spin in turn 4. And along comes Scott Drake with no place to go.
Well, sometimes, Jeff, you can plan everything in the world, but as you said, all of a sudden, everybody in front of you kind of moves, and you look, and there's a car sideways, and it looks like Scott, who had problems.
Year, and they are quite exciting to watch. The Legends cars will be in action the first of...
You know, Jeff, one of the things that we tend to forget about is everything is relative, and because everything out there is going fast, we forget sometimes how fast these cars really are going.
And you also see our starter Jim Paul, our head starter Jim Paul, getting ready to wave that green flag this time around with 9 laps in the archives. Mike Ward quickly into that outside groove around Donnie Renner. He'll go after Don Wetnall next. Mike Ward in 61. The defending track champion trying to make some time on that outside lane. He pulls into the 3rd position. Wetnall go door to door down the backstretch through the 4th turn. Donnie Renner now in 4th spot. Here comes Renner underneath Mike Ward for 3rd position. That car, Robbie Dean's getting wider and wider as the laps go on. Just about halfway through this one. Halfway this time. You see the smoke roll off of Mike Ward's right rear tire that last time off the 4th turn. He wants back down in that bottom lane, but Renner's having none of it. Left turn, Clyde. Meantime, Randy Maynard Jr. has joined the fray. Terry Humphrey still way out front in that Heiser Enterprises Camaro. Humphrey way out front in car number 1. And Maynard is out in car 39.
nothing left to try to get Robbie Dean.
Okay, white flag. We got one lap. We'll be back underway. 13 circuits remain. Terry Humphrey, your leader. You see the two brothers-in-law, Mike Ward and Tim Ice, running right together. Ice is on the move. Now, Dean a little bit better at keeping up with Humphrey, so we'll see if maybe Humphrey's slowing or Dean's fleeing up. Looks like Humphrey's car is better the longer they go, as Humphrey now distances himself from the Big Bird. Now Mike Ward trying to get around the Big Bird. And Ward will now go after your leader. Looks as though the sheet metal rubbing on that right rear tire a little bit on Mike Ward's car. Five laps to go, and Ward is closing. And it's Larry Harris with a spin in turn number 4. The drama builds.
Well, you said it is. Terry's able to get a few laps. It seems he's able to pull away as when the other guy's tires heat back up, or his tires heat up, whatever the case may be, he seems to have the edge. And let's see, if my math is any good, 30, 35.
Interpolate that it is 5 laps to go, I believe.
That's because we got help over here. But with 5 laps to go now, you got to wonder how much has Ward abused that right rear tire between the metal rub and...
They need to do nothing more than look at the Winston Racing scoreboard. Five laps to go. Ward working on the outside. Don Wetnall off the pace in 81. Meantime, the race is at the front. Yellow flag. Don Wetnall wants a caution, and he gets it, stopping right in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Difference of time in the car, it's a big, big difference on that racetrack.
Humphrey will try to fend off all comers for 5 more laps. Your 4 leaders with a breakaway. Humphrey still keeps that car out front, and now we've got Bill Cantley with a spin in turn number 2. The caution is out.
And it's all up to Terry Humphrey as he takes him down the back straightaway. And we look forward to the last 4 laps of this late model feature event.
There goes Mike Ward again on the outside of Terry Humphrey. They're door to door through 4. Now Ward has Robbie Dean to contend with. Robbie Dean now second, but Ward continues to fend off. Work on that outside groove. White flag. Your winner, car number 1, Terry Humphrey here on Tubular Techniques Night at the Races. Okay, so Humphrey, your winner. He looks to be a strong contender for that track championship this year. He was a runner-up in the championship last year. And by the way, the point formula has been changed so that feature finishes count a lot more points than qualifying does at this point. Finishing second was Robbie Dean. Third was Mike Ward. Fourth went to Tim Ice. And fifth, a good run for this guy. In the budget car sales Camaro, it was Zero Hill. So the winner here on Tubular Techniques Night at the Races. He's still unbuckling, getting ready to clamber out of that Larry Heiser Enterprises Humphreys Engine Services Camaro, also sponsored by M&R Body Repair. Let's hear it. He can hear you now, Terry Humphrey. We'll throw it down to Doug Neubauer for a brief interview with your winner. Go ahead, Doug Neubauer.
And standing here next to veteran Terry Humphrey here. A great way to start the 1995 season. Second in points last year. Are we looking at a championship this year? We're going to try. The guys worked awful hard this winter. We've been working 24 hours a day. This is the car we wrecked at the main event. Had to put a front clip on it and all the left door bars, and we built a new car too. And I'm not so sure it's not a little bit quicker, so hopefully in a week or two we'll get it out. But the guys have just unbelievably worked hard, and I owe this to them and my wife and all the kids. Well, 2 of the greatest announcers in the world up there in the tower told me that over the winter the track might have lost some traction. How'd the track work for you tonight? Nah, it worked fine. Works good. They did a fine job on it this time. Anybody especially like to thank sponsor-wise? Basil Oil, Pepsi-Cola, Larry Heiser Enterprises. I always forget some of them. Rock's Trailers, the M&R Body Shop, my engine shop, just everybody helps us out. We couldn't do it without him. Once again, let's hear it for Terry Humphrey and congratulate him on the first 1995 late model victory.
Is 19, Rick 9. Then we've got Bob Miller in 0. And I think that's 11, Rick Rodewalt. Then comes Sean Gray, 91, Herman Degg in 22. In the 4th row, 79, Don Holland. In 24, Bob Miller. Then we've got Bobby Stacy in 83. 1 is Dale Brown. 31, Jim Hersey. 5, Daryl Dexter. 47, that's Randy Tharp. 88, Bruce Holmes. 27, Dave Dysinger. 43, Mike Schweier. 70 is Heavy Hill. 00, Ron Mangus. 93, Jamie Hunt. Car number 18, Bo Davis. Then we've got Steve Tuttle in 17. And 4, Phil Gussler, your fast qualifier. And finally, car 38, Toller, Brian Toller in 38. So,
and a white flag out. Next time we will get ready to get started. And everybody trying to figure out what they're going to do. The smart thing in this division is if you can hang back for just 3 or 4 laps and kind of let maybe these guys sort themselves out just a little bit.
car number 19. I guess that's why they put it 19. 19. Rick Nye, get it?
How old is he? Is he a teen?
I don't know. Second is Rick Rodewald. So we got Rick and Rick going at it for the lead.
3 abreast, 4 abreast.
And Heavy Hill going up through the back. Daryl Dexter. Red flag, red flag.
And a mess down there is the safety crew going down to sort things out, and they're full wound out.
Absolutely, I don't. I think the track record of 1380. Say 100 miles an hour down the straightaways, and probably slowing to say 80 miles. It's not quite as likely that you'll have another accident real soon. But
so once again, the great prediction of Jeff here.
No. We'll probably have a whole bunch of them.
Jeff just guaranteed no more cautions.
I hope not. It's Easter tomorrow, and I got my rosary beads out, and I'm praying for no more. I can't say that. Oh well, it's too late. Here we go, 1 lap down. It's showtime, green flag. Rick Nye having trouble getting up through the gears on that car, number 19. Rick Rodewald takes over the lead. Rick Nye is second, and I'll tell you, Bob Miller, a rookie driver in that car 24, making his rookie debut here. He runs third, Bob Miller in 24. Sean Gray is in 91. Sean Gray up to fourth, and soon will be third. Now 2 laps are complete. Here we go, 7 abreast in turn number 3. It's still Rick Rodewald in 11. Bob Miller in 24. 91 is Sean Gray. the rookie, Bob Miller. Second is Rodewald. Third is Sean Gray. Here comes Mike Schweier in car 43. Running fourth, and Jamie Hunt on the move in car 93. Schweier makes quick work of Rodewald. He'll go after your leader on the backstretch. Mike Schweier. And Schweier, the new leader, and we got Bobby Stacy in 83 into the wall, red flag. Stacy makes hard contact over there.
Yeah, he pounded that wall real hefty, and the guys from the pit area safety crew come out immediately to go to his assistance. The other car gets squared around. Doug run over there as well, but he hit her a lick, as the saying goes, and looks like they're Bob Martin, maybe?
Bob Martin, Bob Neubauer. You're absolutely correct. Bob Martin, I apologize to his legion of fans. Bob Martin pilots car 24. And we got a green flag. Steve Tuttle. That car not coming up to speed. And car 17, he's dropping spots in a hurry. Mike Schweier to the outside of Bob Martin. Tough break for Tuttle. Sounds like he finally found the fire in that car. Steve Tuttle did, but still circulating slowly around the bottom of the racetrack. Your leader is Schweier. Jamie Hunt got a good view of his rear deck lid. Hunt is second. You see Gary Lamer pulling into the infield in car 34. Bob Martin still third, but now Ron Mangus trying to work that high groove around him. The battle at the front, a close one between Schweier out front and Jamie Hunt in second. Halfway, checking the statistics from last year, neither one of these guys had a feature win, so could have a first-time feature winner. And Dysinger spins over in turn 3. Backs her into the wall, but he's still moving. Dave Dysinger got up against that backstretch wall, spun around, hit the wall, and kept going. Your leaders through turns 1 and 2. The 43 car of Mike Schweier, the 93 of Jamie Hunt. Now Hunt looks to the inside of Schweier as they come off the fourth turn. They'll go around the lap car. Oh, Hunt backs out just at the last moment as they work to the outside of Rick Nye. Close quarters down there. We'll see if Hunt can track him back down. In third spot is Ron Mangus. Fourth is Phil Gussler, your fast qualifier. Fifth, Bo Davis. More lap traffic ahead for your leaders. Schweier with Bob Miller and Jim Hersey, the lap cars to deal with down the front stretch. Schweier to the inside of Hersey. Hunt tries to work around Bob Miller. Ron Magus still your third place car. Fourth is Phil Gussler. Fifth, a good run for Bo Davis. Four laps to go, this time by start finish. Again, pulls up on the back deck lid of Mike Squire down the front straightaway. The laps are dwindling away. Lap traffic ahead. This could get interesting. You've got Bruce Holmes, Randy Tharp, Don Holland ahead, and here comes Jamie Hunt. Squire will try to split the lap traffic. He works around Holland. Now Bruce Holmes ahead of your leader. Hunt again to the outside of the leader. White flag for Mike Squire. Can Hunt do it? It's gonna be close. Your winner, Mike Squire. Second is Jamie Hunt. Third, Ron Magus. Fourth, Phil Gussler. And fifth, unofficially, is Bo Davis.
Well, a while there will be one, and the official scores will have the results. About sunrise?
Oh man, I'm telling you what, we're gonna put some numbers in a hat and draw them out and see where everybody finished.
No. They got it handled all the way. We just can't keep track of it up here. That's our problem.
All right, we want to thank everybody for coming out. A great night. Let's hear it for all of our NASCAR Winston Racing Series competitors here tonight, especially the Zany Street Stockers. We thank you for coming out, folks. Still the best family entertainment in town. Who said there's no Major League sports in Columbus? You can't get any more Major League than NASCAR and the Winston Racing Series here at Columbus Motor Speedway. Once again, keep in mind some coming events. Next Saturday afternoon, practice and qualifying for the American Speed Association AC Delco Challenge Series Buckeye 300. Then on Saturday night, we'll have our 3-division NASCAR Winston Racing Series Stock Car Division. It'll be Hatfield Auto Mall all night at the races. Then coming back on Sunday, gates open at 9 a.m. Sunday with the racing action, the Buckeye 300 set to kick off at 1 p.m. So a happy camper going to be crawling out of that car, number 43. His first feature win ever here at the Speedway. He was, finished 5th in the point standings last season. He's crawling out of that car now. Mike Squire, your winner. We'll go down to Doug Neubauer for our interview.
And standing next to Mike Squire, the opening night of the 1995 season comes your first victory in your 7 years of racing, your first feature win. How's it feel?
I love it.
Side-by-side battling for a while, then you got to pull out. What was your feelings as you went into lap traffic?
Just stay on the outside of him because I know he's trying to get me on the inside, Mr. 93 car. But I know he couldn't get me on the outside, so that's what I did.
Anyone you have to thank this evening?
I want to thank Jerry Buck and Larry Wilson and WLW Racing and all my friends. Everybody's helped me. Thank you.
And once again, congratulations. How about a big round of applause for Mike? And I'd like to personally thank C&M Towing once again and the Knuckles family and the staff here at Columbus Motor Speedway for giving me the chance to do the work.